Alright, here we go with some actual algebra type stuff. Start out with simplifying algebraic expressions. We're not solving anything, we are merely simplifying, which is actually kind of a big part of solving, which we'll do in the next section. The first term is term. A number, a variable, or the product of a number and variable, and one or more variables. Now notice it does say product, right? So you can multiply two things, you can't add them for a term. So what that looks like is the following. I can have 4x, that's a term. M, that's a term. Negative 47 x, y, z, that's a term. 2 plus x, yeah, not a term. Okay, notice it has to be multiplication. Oh, the number 7. Number 7, that's a term. So these are all examples of terms. Notice just multiplication between them, no addition, subtraction. Okay, like terms. This is one of the most important things we're going to cover. So you really need to tune into this. Like terms are terms that have the same variable to the same power. I'm going to give you a couple examples and non-examples here. So if you need to write that down, go ahead and pause me. Probably a good idea because you really need to pay attention to this. So here's what we've got. We have 4x and negative 27x. So that's not really a very good 7, is it? And negative 27x. Those are like terms. 4x, y, z, and negative 1/3 x, y, z. Those are like terms. Again, they're like terms because they have the exact same variable to the exact same power. Let me give you a pair that's not like terms. 4 and 4x, not like terms. It means you're not allowed to add or subtract them together. So these two, not like terms. 3x and 3x squared. Look really similar, right? But the problem is they're not to the same power. So these two, not like terms. Let me give you one more example. 10xy squared and 4x squared y. Look similar, right? Really close, but again, notice different powers in the variables. This one over here at the top, this one squares the y, this one squares the x. So these two, not like terms. Okay? So like terms, same variable, same power. This pair here, like terms. This pair here, like terms. Yep. No, let's give you one more just to make sure we got this. So x squared y and 4x squared y. Those are like terms because the same variables to the same powers. Coefficients, another word we're looking at here. If I have 4x, y, z, the 4 is the coefficient. It's the number out in front. It's called the coefficient. A constant is a term with no variable. So like 4, negative 321, those are all constants. They don't have a variable. If I attach a variable like 4x, boom, not a constant. Just a number by itself is called a constant. Okay, so this one's a little longer. Simplifying an algebraic expression. When you replace an algebraic expression, which we had a couple of slides ago, with an equivalent expression that has as few terms as possible. In other words, combining like terms. My example, if I gave you 4p plus 2 minus 3p plus 2p minus 7. You'd go through and find the like terms and you'd combine them. In this case, 4p, negative 3p, and 2p. 4p plus 3p is, well, 1p plus 2p. That makes it 3p again. Oops. Let's make that look a little nicer there. That makes it, again, so 4p minus 3p is 1p plus 2p. That's 3p. And then I could also go through, and this is where I like to use my triangles and my shapes, right, and squares and stuff. I could say 2 and 7, negative 7, they're like terms. 2 minus 7, that's same as minus 5. And that is simplified. You can't turn this into minus 2p or minus 2 or something like that because there's no p on the 5. So simplifying an algebraic expression. This is the root of everything we're about to do. You have to conquer this. We're going to do several examples today.